Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the Kpop Hag, and today I want to finally talk about my Go experience and my Fansign experience with Purple Kiss for their BXX era. BXX era was almost 5 months ago at this point. And I've been like teasing that I was going to share the experiences of my 2 fan calls with you guys, and I kind of dropped the ball. I did actually film this video yesterday when I did my unboxing for all of my Go inclusions, but it is a mess. It is very chaotic. I'll insert some clips over this of all of the pulls that I got, how much stuff I got. It was about 13 albums worth of inclusions and pops. Everything is listed on my Mercari if you are interested in anything. As of right now, most of the pops are still available for Doji and Swan, as well as some full photo card sets for, I believe, Dozy, Yuki, Chaeyeon, and Swan are all still available if you are interested in any of those and want to check it out. But yeah, so this is how I have ultimately decided to set up the pages, what I've decided to keep, and then I'll talk a little bit about my Fansign experiences. So this is the first major group order I've ever joined. In the past, I've only joined like singular group orders for one store, and they get the albums and everything in really quickly, and then they forward it on like maybe within, at most I'm waiting like a week or two for my inclusions. This group order, we did almost all of the stores. I think there was maybe a handful that we didn't do for various reasons. And nothing was sent out until everything had arrived and everything was sorted, which is possibly how it normally goes. I don't know. That's why I did order a copy of BXX individually by myself when it came out, because I didn't know how long it was going to take, and I wanted to at least go ahead and have a copy of the album. So I now have 4 copies of the photo book album because I ordered one through the GOM, an actual album. So I probably won't do that in the future. Then I have my 2 fan signed copies, and then the one I originally ordered. So that's how that worked out. So first, I'll show you everything that I kept. So this is my broadcast and album photo card page. So here at the top are Goen's platform or polka album versions. Then these 2 on the middle outside are her photo book versions. And then these are all week 1 broadcast cards. So the broadcast cards were not a part of the group order as you saw. But because there's a bit of a situation with the POBs that I decided to keep for my fan sign page, they wouldn't all fit anymore. So I decided to put all the week 1 broadcast with the album photo cards and create a 9 pocket page. Then this is my Fansign Experience page. It's very special to me. But if you'll notice, there is an extra card. So I won the Dear My Muse solo fan call with Goen, which is this photo card. But when I did the fan call with Goen, she was wearing this outfit. This is a Make Star. Yes, this is Make Star round 2, I believe. So I didn't win the Make Star fan call, but she was in this outfit. This was the look that I got to meet her in. So I wanted to keep that card as well. And then all of these cards are from the Y Global unit fan call. So my unit fan call was with Goen and Doji. And again, these were the outfits they were in. Y Global was one of the stores where they took their photo cards, the images for their photo cards, the day of the call. So I have my winner unit set here in the middle, with Goen and Dozy in the middle, because the group order manager actually won the solo Y Global call with Gone, so we ended up with 2 sets of the winter PCs, and he very kindly let me keep a set since I won the unit fan call. So this is my little fan sign page. And then originally I was not going to keep any of my other Gone pobs because I went a little crazy. Total I had 11 Gone pobs, but I did end up deciding to keep them because the way I ultimately laid everything out makes for a really nice 8-pocket page. But I did decide not to keep any Doji or Swan pobs. And then let me pull up my template because I don't remember what all cards these are. I did decide to put them around the page in order and make it a little easier for me to remember which ones are which. So this is Bizent, Make Star 1, Soundwave 1, K-Town for You, JJ Muse, Soundwave 2, Everline 2, and Make Star 3. I would really like to get her JJ Muse round 2 in the pink. If I remember, I'll try to insert a picture of it because it's really, really cute. And then it would make a perfect 9-pocket page. But the reality is I don't need any more photo cards. I'm worried about getting too far into a slippery slope collecting pobs for Purple Kiss. So we'll see. But I mean, I've already messaged the GOM and I was like, hey, next comeback, if you do group orders again, like, sign me up. Put me down. I should just have like put me down for a fixed spot for GOM because I think I'm gonna buy all of her pobs next era instead of like doing some OT3 sets, just going her for everything. So that is everything that I have for BXX era. It's very exciting. As you can see, I'm slowly like expanding all of my Purple Kiss eras to include pobs. So it's a slippery slope for me. But now to the fun part, the Fansign Experiences. So I actually think I still have my notes. I don't think I deleted either of my notes from when I talked to them. Okay, I do. So my first fan call was on March 31st with Dear My Muse for Gone. And I talked with the GOM and he was very helpful. And he was like, you know, write down everything that you want to say, practice it. You know, you only have a minute, but have more than a minute because you'll run out of stuff to say. And I did. I practiced and I thought this was going to take me, like, I didn't think I was going to get through all the questions. I had 5 questions at the end and I didn't think I was going to get through all of them. So I did have a very awkward moment at the end where I was so overwhelmed that I just flat out said, I don't know what else to say. I was very nervous for the fan call. I thought I was prepared, and then she appeared on the screen. Hi! And I just kind of froze. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, there was no countdown. There was no warning. She was just there. So I was very overwhelmed. So I actually did flip through this yesterday individually, getting more and more and more nervous because I couldn't find her signature. She literally signed the last page of the photo book. So I do plan to cut the page out so that I can display it because I do want to get to see it. Like, this is a really cool thing. It's just Dear Haley and her signature and a little smiley face. There's no extra messages. But it's to me. Again, this is proof that I exist in her universe. I exist in the scope of her knowledge of the world. And she probably immediately forgot about me. You know, it's whatever. But I choose to believe that she now knows who I am and remembers me. And that was my first fan call experience. Like I said, I literally said the words, I don't know what else to say at the end because I was overwhelmed and I couldn't think. It was my first time doing this. I thought I was enough prepared, and I was not. That was my first Fansign experience, and it took me like 14 business days to recover. So the group orders kept going on. I didn't win any of the raffles, and then it came time for the last fan call. Like I said, the group order manager did the individual call, and he raffled off the unit call. So I went all in. I claimed my top 3 for POBs and inclusions so I could get the most number of entries possible, which now I'm glad I did because I also got Doji's photo card as well, and she was the other member of the unit. But I ended up winning the unit fan call. So almost a month later, on April 28th, I got to talk to Gon and Doji. So the unit call was actually 5 minutes long, where the solo fan call for Dear My Muse was only a minute. So it was very long. So I over-prepared this time. Like, I kind of knew what I was doing. I kind of knew how things were going to go. So I was overly prepared for the unit fan call. Fun tidbit story. I actually did my time wrong, and I thought the call was going to be at 2 a.m. my time, and I went with that. So I was like, I stayed up, I was ready, and then I double checked, and I had to be up for a test call anyway with the staff, which they did before the solo calls, but my fan call wasn't until 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., so I was up all night. But yeah, so double check your timing, make sure you do your timing right. But this is my unit album. So they signed the front of the photo book. So I have Gon and Dozi's signature to me, which I think, let's see if I can compare. It looks like it looks like maybe Dozi wrote my name this time, the Dear Haley, because it doesn't look, the Y's look very different. Gon did a curly Q, but it could still be her. Everything else looks kind of similar. So yes, this is my Fansign album, which I like. This is going to be easy to display, so I don't have to cut the photo book up. I'm going to have to cut the photo book up of my Dear My Muse one. I did ask them, I love all their songs, but if they could steal another song from another artist, what song would they take? Like, then I gave the example, like Dreamcatcher's OOTD, GOT7's Calling My Name, or LE SSERAFIM's Smart. Gon wanted to steal ENHYPEN's Bite Me, which I don't think we would survive that. And Dozi wanted to steal NMIXX's Dash. And then they both kind of danced Dash a little bit. I also talked to them about, they're very involved in the process of creating their music and their choreographies. Did the company give them guidelines, or is it to their own taste? And they said that it's actually, they get to create to their own taste. And I asked them if they would prefer more like guidance from the company, and they both said that they actually preferred just getting to do what they wanted. And then we played a this or that game with Purple Kiss albums, and they could only pick one. So, Into Violet or Dear Violet? Into Violet? Okay. Hide and Seek or BXX? Both? Okay. Mem Mem or Cabin Fever? Cabin Fever? Yeah. And then Geeky Land or Festa?
Geekyland? Okay.
Also, I wish that they had turned their camera from vertical to horizontal so I could have seen both of them better. I feel like Josie kept getting cut off a little bit, and I didn't know, like, if I turned my phone, if that would help the situation. Like, maybe it was just my screen that was making her look kind of cut off, or if it was just because they were both trying to fit in on a camera screen. But overall, it was a really great experience, and I do hope that I get to talk to them again. I will say fan calls are addicting. After I talked to Goen the first time, I wanted to talk to her again. I would love to talk to the full group. So I hope if I do win more fan calls in the future, either individual or full group, or if I get to do another unit, maybe Goen and another member, or Swan and Chaeyeon would also be a great unit for me. They are probably my third and fourth biases. Although Ire and Yuki in person are just so much fun to watch, and I would like to talk to both of them as well, but I'll just slowly make my way through all of the Perky members. They did just wrap up their Japanese tour, so I'm sure that means they are now preparing for a comeback. So maybe like Festa, end of September, early October, maybe? I don't know. That would be amazing if so, because I would really like to see them again. And even though we just got an album and BXX is probably one of my top albums of the year, I'm already ready for more Perky music, but isn't that just how it always is when you love a group's music so much? But that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.